training these horses is a tricky game. I'm just trying to make a living, not the Hall of Fame. Like Jerry just sang, I'm getting by, I'm getting by. But when you live it and you eat it, you sleep it and work it, you tend to take things for granted on that racetrack circuit. So when I come up with a good one, well, I thought I'd die. He showed a lot of promise as a 2-year-old, but he bucked shins and in the fall he come down with a cold. Since he went his first time out, I figured he could use a break. I guess I should have known it the day he broke his maiden, the way the jockey agents and the press were waiting. They were already talking about next spring, for Christ's sake. Well, my colt ain't gonna run for no roses. He's just a big old kid and he can't be pushed too soon. We don't want those black-eyed daisies, so we won't go to Baltimore. Sure as hell ain't going 1.5 miles in June. Well, they never much knew me down at Hialeah, but when you got yourselves a runner and the clockers see ya, word spreads through the barn like wildfire. That day I worked him 1/2 mile out of the gate, and they caught him pulling up 5/8 and 58. Got back to the barn and it was humming like a Baptist choir. What's his name and where you been hiding him? When's he gonna run? Who's gonna ride him? He's got that flashy speed. Is he bred to run all day? I said, I'm no Woody Stevens and I'm no John Beach, but if you're bent on sticking around till I make some kind of speech, pick up your pencils now, listen to what I gotta say. My colt ain't gonna run for no roses. He's just a big old kid and he can't be pushed too soon. We don't want those black-eyed daisies, so we won't go to Baltimore. Sure as hell ain't going 1.5 miles in June. Well, I ran him 3/4, he run green, but he win. I sent him 1 mile and he did it again. When he cooled out that night, he was kicking and squealing for his feed. By and by, the owner gets me on the horn, and now he sounds like some kind of sinner who's been reborn. He said, Bird, we're so excited, gonna tell you exactly what we need. Well, me and the missus, we mapped out a plan. This boy's gonna take us to the promised land. These Triple Crown races will be like a dream come true. I said, boss, this hoss you call your boy, you know he's flesh and blood, not some play toy. I told everyone else down here, now I'm going to tell you. My colt ain't gonna run for no roses. He's just a big old kid and he can't be pushed too soon. We don't want those black-eyed daisies, so we won't go to Baltimore. Sure as hell ain't going 1.5 miles in June. It's so easy to be deceived. He's got a beautiful way of going, but he's barely 3 years old. He's 16 hands and he's still growing. And I swore back when that syndicate they stole our secretariat, before he reached his prime, I'd never commit that crime, not me. Well, life in my shed row's been a whole lot saner. They sent that colt out west to a named trainer. Those rock hard tracks just took him apart that spring. The last I heard, he was up at Golden Gate and he was running 30 down to 28. Seems like everybody finds their niche in the sport of kings. Now I'm no hard boot and I'm sure no whiz, but I know a lot of horsemen that think showbiz is just a little bit more important than the horse itself. My man Johnny Nehru showed a lot of class back when he and Dr. Fager were kicking some ass. You gotta know when to run 'em and when to leave 'em on the shelf. My Colt ain't gonna run for no roses. He's just a big old kid and he can't be pushed too soon. We don't want those black-eyed daisies, so we won't go to Baltimore. And he sure as hell ain't gonna 1.5 miles in June. Oh no, this boy'll never get 1.5 miles in June. Not my Colt.